Welcome back to Vor's Physical Meaty Rant. I'm Vanessa and he's Charles. Don't forget to like our video. It lets us know that you actually like the content that we are putting out. Don't forget to comment down below if you picked up this title and keep hitting that subscribe button.
Welcome. We finally have our review for one of the greatest movies of all time in my mind. I forgot how great this movie really was. And this movie is coming from Shout Scream Factory.
Yes.
So excited. I've had this for multiple weeks. We're finally getting around doing a review on it. I told you guys it was coming. We finally have it. Great movie. Great transfer sound. We're going to discuss that.
Yes.
But the movie we're talking about is The Island of Dr. Moreau.
And has a nice ultimate slip. And there's the back. And the inside we have the original sheet. And I believe it has disc art. Yes, it does.
It does.
Which has the new artwork. Okay, let me put this back. So this movie is about after being rescued and brought to a remote island, this man has discovered that all of its inhabitants are experimental humanoid beings, all of it from the work of a visionary doctor, which is Dr. Moreau.
You also have another character that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit on the shady side, but Dr. Moreau brought him in.
Yes.
He's supposed to be the vet, but the other guy, Val Kilmer.
Yes.
Dr. Moreau was played by Marlon Brando, which he did an excellent job.
Yes, he did.
Excellent job. Now, behind the scenes, this movie was a little rough. A lot of people didn't get along. A bunch of crap went haywire and whatnot. But
in the long run, the movie is fantastic.
yes. But like I said, it's basically experiments.
Mm-hmm.
But Dr. Moreau, he had control over the his experiments. But it used to be humans, obviously. On Islanders, more or less, as I would call them. So he put chips inside of them, so if they acted out or started killing stuff, because he didn't want that to happen. He didn't want to start
the animal, because the
animal instinct.
Yes.
He did them human DNA and animal DNA together, and sometimes that clashes. Like the cheetah, they had a little bit of issues with him. Of course, the hyena, well, like I said, they had the chips put in. He could control them. Well, eventually, the cheetah did something he wasn't supposed to do. He brought forward, and Moreau has 3 sons. They get introduced, and the one son kind of takes it a little bit too far, kills the cheetah. Well, that caused an eruption with
everybody.
Yeah, especially the hyena, because them two were close. So after they burned them to get rid of the ashes and whatnot, the hyena went in and found the chip. That's how he figured out the chip. That's how they were being controlled. So one thing leads to another with that, and you can take that how you be, and then roles start changing, people start turning against each other, this and that. But there was another guy that was brought in, and Dr. Moreau had a daughter too.
Yep.
Which was slowly turning into a animal type creature also.
I believe she was like a cat.
Cat?
Yes.
Yeah.
She had cat DNA.
But another guy was brought in with Val Kilmer because they wanted to use his DNA.
But they didn't let him know.
They didn't let him know. They just kind of persuaded him in here. And Val Kilmer was a little on the shady side.
Yes.
But that's pretty much what the movie's about. Marlon Brando did an excellent job. Val Kilmer did an excellent job. Pretty much everybody that was in it did an excellent. Ron Perlman was in it also.
Yes.
So he played one of the creatures.
Yeah, he was, I guess like you say, the priest.
Yeah.
And
the priest was blind.
The priest was blind. Well, when he little backstory in the background, Ron Perlman actually, since he was playing somebody who was blind, he wanted contacts to make him blind. So he was actually really playing the role, which I thought was actually pretty interesting.
A lot of hard work went into this movie. Directors got switched after it was pretty much said and done. Then they had to restart again. So it was a big mess behind the whole thing. But once it came together, great movie. This movie came out in 1996. I wish there was a 4K of this, but we didn't get it. But transfer on this was, I thought was pretty good.
I thought it was on point.
It was a new 2K scan of the inner positive for the director's cut. Now, with this, you get the director's cut, which had the new scan. Then you had the theatrical cut, which came 1080p. But there is director cuts, I think, 4 to 5 minutes longer. You got a little bit more blood introduced and all that. I'm not going to go into that part because that'll just ruin what happens. But wish you had 5.1 DTS on both movies. The sound was good. I mean, it wasn't one of those sounds where it's like, boom. The movie didn't have
it didn't need that.
It didn't need it. This is one of the movies you just sit back and you just literally enjoy. You can see the grain, but
not like a whole lot of grain.
No, no. But I thought it looked pretty. Pretty good. I mean, it ain't like one of the movies where like, wow. Yeah. It's not like that. It's nothing like above that, anything like that. But picture-wise, I mean, I thought it was good. I mean, at least from our viewpoint, I thought it looked pretty good. Sound, I mean, it had pretty good sound to it. I mean, like I said, it wasn't one of those movies you have grand stage with boom, bams, and like explosions. You could hear it and you could feel it when the bass hits. But for this, you got a new interview with the creature makeup effects supervisor, Shane Mahan, on the theatrical cut and director's cut of the film. Of course, you got the making of the album of Dr. Moreau, which was back when the DVD came out, a featurette, photo gallery, and of course there's 2 trailers. So basically a teaser and you got a theatrical. But the new interview was added, so that was nice to have that also. The 2K scan. As far as packaging, I mean, the packaging's stellar.
Yeah.
I thought Scream Factory
did a really good job with it.
Did a really good job of what they picked out. If you want to know who the guy is in the middle, that's the hyena.
Yes.
And that's his buddies behind him.
Yep.
Once he kind of takes over.
Yep.
But
I really enjoyed this movie. This was actually a first-time watch for me.
I've seen this movie multiple times throughout my childhood up into my adult. So I knew exactly what I was going in. So knew what it was about and everything. I just sat back and enjoyed it. And this movie still holds to this day on how great this movie really is. Because there's not another movie out here like this movie.
Right.
Other than the original one, that was one that was before this one.
Which I didn't know, because I always, like I said beforehand, I always check IMDb and I like to read the little trivia and, all that and how much the movie originally made and whatnot. And when I first popped it up, it actually brought me to the original from 1977. And then I had to put in the date on this one. So now we know that there was actually an original and this is a remake. So we might have to look into seeing how much the original is and possibly getting it if it's even on DVD.
Shout, scream, get a hold of it.
Yep.
You can do it justice. But movie for me is a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. I was so looking forward to getting this. When I got contacted about, you want this movie? And I'm like, yes.
He had already in his cart to actually purchase it.
Yes.
Because we didn't know.
We got a review copy in. Yeah. Great movie.
Yes.
I cannot say anything.
I agree with the 10 out of 10. The sound, you would probably rate what?
Probably say that's at least probably at least 7 out of 10. I mean, you can't really put it at a 10 because there wasn't much sound to the movie. Right. I mean, picture, I would say I'd probably put the picture about an 8 because it wasn't like overwhelming. It was like, oh, but We got to remember the picture was made back in 1996. What cameras they were shooting with. This was
they can only do so much.
This
with
was
it.
a dark movie, and it wasn't that very big of a budget. I mean, it was only $40 million.
Yeah.
So that's not a big budget compared to today's standards.
Yeah.
So I mean, what they did with $40 million to what they brought to the screen, they spent every damn bit of it, and you could tell that
they used all of it.
No CGI. That's what made it even nicer.
Yeah.
The CGI looks so washed out. But special features, I mean, I'd at least give it at least a 7 or 8. I mean, you got a new special
feature in there.
Feature with the new interview and whatnot, but no deleted scenes. But they were pretty much incorporated into the director's cut. We did not watch the theatrical cut. I've seen that one before. Like I said, it's about a 4 to 5 minute difference. A little bit more added in the different parts of the movie, but I'm not going to go into that because that the parts that was entered kind of would ruin if I would talk about it. But overall,
I would recommend this movie.
I would definitely recommend this. I recommended this day one, and after watching it, still recommend to get it.
Yep.
I would not wait for a sale. Just from I'm a fan of this movie, so I would definitely buy it. I was going to purchase it myself, but Yep. But it is definitely worth the what is it, 30 or 35?
I can actually tell you right now, because for what's new in the world of physical media, this actually just came out this past Tuesday.
Yes.
So it is actually $27.99
See, that ain't bad.
on Amazon. And then, I mean, I'm not for sure if Shout still has it with the exclusive poster, but as of the beginning of the week, they still did, and it's $29.99, and you get this nice new artwork with it.
Yes.
So, but I would definitely pick this movie up.
If you have any doubt, watch this review. We don't come on here. We don't sugarcoat stuff. If it's not good, we're going to tell you it's not good. If the transfer shit, we're going to tell you about it. We're put on here to do honest reviews.
Yes.
So, fortunately, this is the movie that I really like, so I'm going to review it a little bit more in favoritism. But like I said, I love this movie. I always have. I will watch this movie over and over. Definitely. This will have to be in a rotation of like a creature feature movie. Yes. So. But definitely pick this up. It's well worth it. Just to watch the movie. You get 2 cuts of the movie, so that's even better. That's even better. And for that price, only $27.99 for 2 cuts of a film, that's actually really good. Especially you get to see Marlon Brando with makeup. Yeah. I mean, it's the creatures in it are cool. How they did the creatures with no CGI. Yeah. It's excellent how they did it. Don't you think? Yes, it kind of reminds you of like Tom Savini and how he made everything with their masks and everything. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like old school, and it's so awesome. But pick this up. It's a collector's edition. Get it before the slip cover is going, because the slip cover is beautiful. Yes. They definitely did justice on that. So available now. You got many options to get it from. You got Walmart, you got Amazon, you got Diabolic, and you got Scream. And you go to Scream Factory. Shout. If you don't want to go through Scream Factory, get it from one of the other ones. Yep. But you need to pick this movie up. This needs one of these movies that stands the test of time. Yeah. Put it in your collection. It needs to be there. It's that damn good. But that's it for this video. You guys have a nice evening. Bye.